everyone, welcome back to the Sonder Cast, the podcast where we help you improve your English by having real, relaxed conversations around fun and meaningful topics. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Adam. If you're learning English and want to practice how native speakers really talk, you're in the right place.
Before we jump into today's topic, I have something special to share with you. We just released a new ebook called English Unlocked Steps. It's designed to take you step by step through the essentials of real-life English, from vocabulary and grammar tips to actual podcast-based lessons like the ones we have here. If you've ever felt stuck with your English or confused about how to use expressions in real conversations, this ebook is your roadmap. It's clear, simple, and perfect if you want to feel more confident when speaking or writing. You'll even find exercises based on this podcast. So go check it out after this episode.
All right, now let's get into today's topic. If you had $1 million, what would you do? A fun question, and perfect for practicing conditional sentences. So, Kayla, if you had $1 million right now, what would you do?
Honestly, if I had $1 million, I would definitely travel around the world. I think I'd start in Japan. I've always wanted to see Kyoto in the spring.
That's a great one. Cherry blossoms, sushi, peaceful temples. I feel that. So you just travel nonstop?
Well, I'd probably take a few breaks. But yeah, I'd use part of the money to see places I've only seen on YouTube or Pinterest. And maybe I'd open a small guest house somewhere in the mountains. What about you?
If I had $1 million, I think I would buy a house, like a cozy, off-grid cabin near a lake. Somewhere quiet where I could read and write.
Oh, that sounds peaceful. Would you leave your job?
That's the tricky part. If I didn't have to work for money, I think I'd still want to teach or help people in some way. I enjoy it, but I want to do it on my own terms, maybe start a creative school or a podcast studio.
$1 million podcast studio? I'd be there every day. But let me ask, would you invest any of the money?
Yes, absolutely. If I had that kind of money, I'd probably invest in renewable energy or local businesses. What about you? Would you donate some of it?
For sure. I'd give part of it to educational programs, especially for girls in developing countries. I believe education is the most powerful way to change someone's life.
Totally agree. It's funny. When we think about $1 million, we often imagine luxury. But when you really think about it, you start dreaming of impact and freedom.
Exactly. And honestly, talking about this is great for English learners. 'Cause these "if I had" sentences are classic second conditionals.
Let's just pause for a second to highlight that grammar point. We use the second conditional to talk about unreal or imaginary situations. Like, if I had $1 million, I would travel the world. If I were rich, I would start my own business. If we didn't have to work, we'd probably record 3 podcasts a day.
Notice how the verb had and were are in the past simple, but we're talking about the present or future, something imaginary.
Exactly. And we use would plus base verb for the result. If I had, I would. Try to come up with your own sentence. What would you do if you had $1 million?
That's it for today's episode of the Sonder Cast. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to check out our ebook, English Unlocked Steps. It's packed with lessons just like this one, and it's perfect for helping you practice outside of the podcast.